Folklore and Legends, Scandinavian, by Charles John Tibbitts. The Meal of Frothi. Gold is called by the poets the meal of Frothi, and the origin of the term is found in this story. Odin had a son named Skjoldr, who settled and reigned in the land which is now called Denmark, but was then called Gotland. Skjoldr had a son named Frithleif, who reigned after him. Frithleif's son was called Frothi, and succeeded him on the throne. At the time that the Emperor Augustus made peace over the whole world, Christ was born, but as Frothi was the most powerful of all the monarchs of the north, that peace, wherever the Danish language was spoken, was imputed to him, and the Northmen called it Frothi's peace. At that time no man hurt another, even if he found the murderer of his father or brother loose or bound. Theft and robbery were then unknown, insomuch that a gold armlet lay for a long time untouched in Jalagursheath. Frothi chanced to go on a friendly visit to a certain king in Sweden named Fjolnir, and there purchased 2 female slaves, called Fenja and Menja, equally distinguished for their stature and strength. In those days there were found in Denmark 2 quernstones of such a size that no one was able to move them, and these millstones were endued with such virtue that the quern in the grinding produced whatever the grinder wished for. The quern was called Groti. He who presented this quern to Frothi was called Hengikopter, hanging chops. King Frothi caused these slaves to be brought to the quern, and ordered them to grind gold, peace, and prosperity for Frothi. The king allowed them no longer rest or sleep than while the cuckoo was silent or a verse could be recited. Then they are said to have sung the lay called Grotesavanger, and before they ended their song to have ground a hostile army against Frothi, insomuch that a certain sea king called Misinger, arriving the same night, slew Frothi, taking great spoil, and so ended Frothi's peace. Misinger took with him the quern, Groti, with Fenja and Menja, and ordered them to grind salt. About midnight they asked Misinger whether he had salt enough. On his ordering them to go on grinding, they went on a little longer till the ship sank under the weight of the salt. A whirlpool was produced, where the waves are sucked up by the mill eye, and the waters of the sea have been salt ever since.